All right, here's how to write an article on the website. Um, in order to write an article on the website, it is necessary to access the back end of the website. And to access the back end, just in front of the URL, hits worldwide.com, just type backslash administrator backslash question mark and the name of the website again, hits worldwide. Click enter. Once you do that, it's going to bring you to the screen here, and basically just type your username and your password, and in turn that's going to bring you, it's going to give you access if you have the permission to the back end of the website. This view is just for writers. Obviously an administrator has a different view that controls the whole website, but this one will give you access to editing your personal profile, and this will change according to the person that's logged in, and the component that takes care of the articles on the website. So to write an article, just click on K2. That's the name of the component that takes care of the articles, and it's gonna bring it down to a list of articles. Writers can create articles; they cannot delete articles. So to create an article, basically, and that's gonna bring you to this view here. This is actually a WYSIWYG editor, which what it means is that you basically write like you will write on any writing program, and this will translate it into code for you. So you actually don't need to write code. So basically, everything is self-explanatory. The title of your article, I'm writing about Yellow Wolf, so just to make it interesting, you know, you write something interesting. The title or alias is gonna be the same thing. The category, this is also self-explanatory. This is gonna be, drop it down. You're gonna have a drop-down menu. It's gonna be obviously hip hop. The tags, these are basically keywords, and you're gonna write 2 or 3 tags, and they show up on the front end of the article, and it guides the users towards similar articles. So in this one, obviously, I'm gonna write Yellow Wolf, and the way you make it a tag is just write the name and click enter, and it will automatically save it, and for future use it will be in there. For instance, like hip hop, if I start typing and I type the first 3 words, you see that it shows up because it was previously used. So click on it, and basically I'm gonna leave it at that. Features, I'm gonna be featured. Published, yes, it's published. Now here's the meaty part of how you write an article. Basically, what you need to do is, if you write the article or copy the article somewhere else, what you need to do is, first, before you put it in here, you need to drop it on Notepad on your computer. Just go to start, accessories, and a notepad. Every computer has a notepad, and drop the article in there. Or notepad first, and then from there copy the article and then drop it in here. And the reason for that is that almost every program has styles. Basically, the size of the font, the color of the font, the type of the font, and it gets carried over into the WYSIWYG editor if you do not drop it on Notepad. What Notepad does is strips all the code and it leaves you the actual text without any code whatsoever. That is very important for you to before you put anything in here, drop it in Notepad. Not Word, not from the internet, not copy and paste, only the Notepad. And basically, it's gonna give you no code. It's gonna be stripped, and the words are gonna look, the paragraphs and the text, it's gonna look as it was intended by the code of the website, not different. After that, load up your image. I already have, what I do is I pre-make my images and save them in a folder that I'm gonna find them. The images have to be a maximum size of 400 pixels wide, and I'm gonna do another video to show you how to do that. So from here, this is a browser. This is gonna browse to your computer. Browse. I already browsed to the folder that I'm using for my images, and here's the image that I'm looking for, already edited. And let's go back to the content. Something very important that needs to be done is, if you see the front of the website, the way the articles are presented, you see that not the whole article is visible. You have an intro, like here, an intro, and then if you want to read the whole article, you have to click on read more, and only then you are able to see the whole article, including the SoundCloud clips. And the way that is done is with the read more button. Basically, the read more button will cut the article into the intro and the full article. And basically what you need to do is cut it off on the first paragraph. Usually the second paragraph, unless the two paragraphs are too long, and then basically just cut it off on the first paragraph. This one here, the paragraphs are kind of too long, so I'm gonna cut it off on the first paragraph. And the way you do that is just put your cursor, click wherever you want the article to be cut, and then just press read more. Once you do that, you'll see a red line indicated where the article is gonna have, it's gonna be cut between the intro that you'll see on the front side and the section that you see after you click read more. Sometimes you are left with a space like that. Just undo it, just go back and it will undo it. So we have our article, we have our title, we have our tag, we categorized it, we have our image. So now something very important, and this is how people will find the article when they type in. It's the metadata information. It's basically a description and the keywords. Most of the times you can just use the title as a description and just maybe add a little bit to it or change it around a little bit. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this here. And the keywords that I'm gonna use is Yelawolf and hip hop, basically. And the keywords are separated by a comma. Space hip hop. And that's all there is to it. And basically right now the only thing that's left to do is add tracks to this from SoundCloud to this article here, so people can see it. This article is actually a little too long for my taste. So to add the article, basically you need to go to SoundCloud and find a clip, find an individual clip, and copy the title, I'm sorry, the URL, right? And just remember the name of the song, Getaway, because you're gonna need it as the title on the article. Let me write the title, Getaway. And what you need to do is, with the title, you need to make it an H2 heading. And to do that, just highlight the whole word, drop the paragraph dialog box, and choose H2. The reason for that is that the H2 heading on the website is styled a certain way that's gonna give it a line underneath, and it's gonna make the font look a certain way. To add the actual clip, just do two curly brackets. Those are the curly brackets, and inside those two curly brackets, just drop the URL of the track that you want to play in the article. I usually have two tracks, so now I'm gonna look for another one. I like this one here. I'll just click on it, so it could come up on its own URL. Oh, actually, that didn't do it. I'm gonna right click on it and open a new tab to try to open the song by itself. And basically that did it. That opened up the actual song on its own URL. Now I can take the URL again, copy. The name of the song is Hard White. Go back to the article. The title of the song, make it H2. Highlight it. Go under that. Do my curly brackets. Go inside the curly brackets and drop the URL for the song. After that, just save and close. If you were to just save, it will actually save the article without closing this window, in case you need to edit a little more. I'm just gonna save and close. Alright, and here's the article. I misspelled Southern, I have to fix that later on. Here's the article indicating that it's already published. And let's go to the front end. Here we are on the front end, and here's the article with the image, the cutoff. This is the intro, and if you click on read more, you'll see the whole article with the sound clips. And here's the whole article with the title, the intro. This is the intro highlighted. the whole text after they read more. Um, Here's the H2 with the style of the line and the size. Uh, and here are the sound clips. And that's the way you do it.